Hi, how are you guys? Good? So my name is G2, and the biggest problem in my life is that I'm an only child. You know how parents sometimes they can be overbearing, overprotecting? Well, when you're a single child, they become more overbearing, more overprotecting. And you can't blame them also for that. Why? Let's say I give you an application form, okay? And I tell you, you're not allowed to make any mistakes in the form and you'll not get a spare copy, okay? How will you feel? You'll be very nervous. You'll be very cautious on each and every single letter you fill into that form. Same thing for parents. If you're an only child, they cannot do a mistake with you. And the thing is, when you do have siblings, your parents' attention is divided amongst them, right? But when you're an only child, the entire focus is on you, correct? Imagine it like, let's say you're in a classroom with 20 other students. Any little mischief you do, you doze off in the classroom, you'll get away with it. But imagine if you're the only child, the only student in the classroom. Will you be able to get away with it? That's why it's difficult being a single child. And another big advantage of having siblings, let's say you break something in your house. Let's say you break a flower vase. Then you have someone to put the blame on. Your mom asks, who broke the flower vase? Not me, it was my brother. But when you're a single child, you can't say that. You can't say a ghost came in and broke that flower vase. Doesn't work. Trust me, I've tried that trick. Doesn't work. But what's even more worse than being a single child? And even more worse thing is being a single child to a single mom. The thing is, my dad, he passed away when I was very young. So my mom assumed that she's supposed to do my dad's share of parenting as well. So she became double overbearing and double overprotective, which obviously became a double problem for me. Have you guys seen this movie Santosh Subramaniam? So it's about a dad who's so overbearing on his son that he even selects his shirts. My mom and all different level. My mom even selects the underwear for me. So you can understand how tough it is for me, right? Being a single child to a single mom. It felt so suffocating, like a bird captured inside a cage. And I wanted to break free from these shackles. I got an opportunity. After I finished my college, I got an offer letter. I didn't see what the salary was. I didn't even see what the company's name was. Only thing I saw was job location, Mumbai. This was my chance to break free, to escape from those shackles, to break free from my mother's clasp, to fly away from that cage. I was very happy. I was like, finally I can live my life on my own, make my own choices, do my own shopping, of course buy my own underwear. But maybe I celebrated a little too early, because I forgot my mom had a Brahmastra, which was called the mobile phone. Even after I moved to Bombay, every single day she used to call me. Every day, same conversation. Hello beta, how are you? Khaana khaya? Yes ma, khaya. Kya khaya? tip for you guys. When mom asks you, kya khaya? Never say you ordered from Swiggy or Zomato. That's like a cuss word for Indian moms. You can even say you ordered some condoms. She'll be like, fine, mera beta protection le raha hai. But you can never say you ordered from Swiggy or Zomato. So I was like, yeah, mom, I had some roti sabzi. And I know that questions will continue. So I make some excuse. Ma, see, I'm busy in work. I'll call you back later. And I hang up. And of course, we all know that later never comes. And eventually, I think she got the hint. She understood that this guy is too busy in work, apparently. So her calling frequency reduced. But she still used to message me. Every day, 3 times a day. Same message. Just one line message. Khaana, Khaaya. Every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. And what happens if you keep getting that same message over and over again? You get irritated, right? You get frustrated with that old woman. So one day, I just messaged her back. Mom, are you like copy pasting these messages? Don't you have like any other work? And then I saw in the WhatsApp, typing, which means I have to be prepared for a big lecture. It's going to be a big long message. And nobody sends you a long message until and unless they are really pissed off. And it was the same old emotional blackmailing drama that all Indian moms do. I'm not going to bore you with that because you guys know that. You have heard it a million times. But the next day, there were no messages from her. I was like, yes, finally. At least something good from yesterday's fiasco. Second day again, no messages. No problem. Third day, again no messages. Now I got a little worried. Because, in so many years, my mom has never given me this silent treatment. That women cannot shut up. So I was like, something is wrong. I thought, okay, fine, I will call her. Ask her what's up. So I took my phone. I went through the recent dialed numbers. I scrolled. I kept scrolling. Finally, I found a number. Then I pressed dial. 1 ring. 2 rings. 3 rings. Still no answer. I was surprised. Because this woman always has phone in her hand, okay? She's either playing Ludo or sending some stupid forward messages in family WhatsApp groups. So I was like, if she's not answering the call, maybe something is wrong. So I tried calling her again. This time someone answered. But it was not my mom. It was my neighbor auntie. So I asked her, why are you answering the phone? Why isn't my mom answering the phone? And she told me, your mom has been sick and she's been in the hospital for the last 3 days. I got furious. I was like, why didn't you inform me? You should have called me. And she says, your mom told us not to call you because you might be busy in work. I asked her, can I please talk to my mom? She told, okay, I'll put the phone on speaker. You can talk to her. As soon as she put the phone on speaker, my mom, that naive old lady, in a feeble voice, she goes, Khaana khaya beta. This is what happens here. Somehow, we underestimate the value of people in our lives, especially the ones closest to us. All the sacrifices, all the love, all the care. We just forget it. The value over time just keeps depreciating like the stock market crashing. Let's go back in time. Let's go back to the first day of your school. Remember how you were crying, clinging on to your mother, not letting her go? Why? Because we were afraid. Afraid of entering into a new world, amongst new people. Afraid of being alone in a crowd. And what did our moms do? She just came over to us and she told, "Don't worry, I'll be right there, outside, waiting for you. And if you need anything, just give me a shout. I'll be right there for you." That was enough for us. That was enough to comfort us, to say, yeah, everything will be okay. And what did we do? We kept looking outside the window to see if that old woman is still there, whether she's not deceived us and ran away. But she was still there. She was still there in that hot sun, waiting for us. And that gave us a sense of comfort. All is well. All is well. Fast forward a few years. You go away to college or for work. Do you still look outside the window? Do you still see if that old lady is still there waiting for you? We don't even text her or call her. And if she calls, we make some excuses and hang up. But is this the right thing to do? Somehow, over a period of time, that same hand of protection becomes a hand of constriction. Somehow, over a period of time, we just forget about her. And there will come a time in your lives when you really need her. A time when all is not well. And you might shout out for her, "Mommy, Mommy!" But you might have come so far away from her that she will not be able to hear your cries anymore. So do me a favor. Tonight, when you guys go home, just ask your mother, "Khaana Khaaya?" Thank you guys.